Is it working? I think it's working finally. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, that was so stressful. I don't know what was going on, but I think we're live. I think we're live. So, am I live? Am I live? Can y'all see me? Okay, yay! Okay, we're finally live. So, I accidentally started the previous live stream and I was probably just like looking at my phone, like, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And so I had to cancel it. So then I had to create a new link. So this is the new link. So let me just quickly Instagram out the new link because the links that I posted are now wrong. I swear I've done live streams before. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just been too long and I forgot how to do it. I don't know. Give me 2 seconds. But we're here. We're live. We're all together. That's all that matters now. All right, let's see. Add story. I feel like I don't know what on earth I'm doing, which is usually the case. Okay, here we go. Got that. Got the picture. And I'm going to do paste. Happy or Harry Easter to each and every one of you. And then I've got to add this link. Copy that. Guys, this is a process. This is a process. Un momento. All right, live stream. And post. Okay, here we are. We're all together. Happy Easter to everyone. Greece is in the house. Christos Anesti. Happy Easter, JJ, to you too. Peter, I bought Wizard Chess at my Books A Million, and it's actually fun to play. Played with my little sister while watching Harry Potter. Nicholas, that's awesome. Wizard's Chess is magical. It is magical indeed. DD, thank you for the super chat. Very kind of you. Love your videos. You're the GOAT. Seriously? That's beyond kind. That is beyond kind of you to say. Thank you very much. If anyone doesn't know what GOAT means, it's greatest of all time. I don't believe I'm the greatest of all time, but I appreciate that very kind message indeed. Canada, Oklahoma, where the wind, blah, 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 blah. India is here. Virginia, all over the world. We're all here. We're all here. The Potter Collector community is all here. So, what should we talk about? There's literally no agenda. I just wanted to do a live stream because, we did the Christmas live stream and I thought that was fun. And it was a time for everyone to kind of just get together. And so I thought, let's do the same thing for Easter. So one of the things that I had issues, if I'm a little blurry, I apologize. I had my webcam all set up. I had this microphone all set up and nothing was connecting. So I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with all that, but I'm just using the laptop. So hopefully the picture and the sound quality is okay for you guys. Yes, the Minalima Chamber of Secrets is perfection. I heard that, now I didn't hear this from Minalima, but I heard from one of you that Prisoner of Azkaban is delayed a little bit because they had so much to do with Secrets of Dumbledore. So hopefully it comes sooner than later. Hopefully we don't have to wait all the way till October of 2023 because that would be very, very sad. But we shall see what they do. Maybe they'll release it in March or April or something like that. I did see Secrets of Dumbledore, and a lot of you guys have been asking me, what are your thoughts on Secrets of Dumbledore? I need to see it one more time. Here's what I'll say. I am on the fence. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or if I didn't like it. So I have to see it one more time before I give opinions. And no, don't worry, there won't be any spoilers in this live stream. when I do a video with my thoughts, there will be spoilers, obviously. So, but I'll obviously say like spoilers. Don't watch this if you've not seen it. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I knew, I've already put out a video. So I need to see it again, and then I can give my thoughts. Yeah, so let me see what's in the thread. Again, don't give away too much or like any big spoilers. Um Bree, I hope you're having a delicious, delicious lunch. I haven't seen it. I hope it's good. I'm a little that Johnny Depp isn't playing Grindelwald in the film. Yeah, see, it's like I do have thoughts about that. Um I think I could share my thoughts on that. I thought Johnny Depp was a fantastic Grindelwald. Um, and I missed him in the role, but also liked what Mads did in the role. And I almost wish that Johnny Depp had never been cast strictly because then he wouldn't be in my head. And I'm talking about my thoughts, because I don't want to. If you liked Mads better, then that's great. But in my head, I wish that he had never been cast. It would have been better if Mads had been. Well, I mean, they didn't expect Johnny to not be in all the movies. So I guess I can understand that. But I wish that he hadn't been cast and that Mads had been cast, just because now for the rest of the movies, I'll still see him as Grindelwald, if that makes sense. So Mads did great. I liked what he did with the character. It was a little different than what Johnny Depp was doing. It was a lot different from what Johnny Depp was doing, which is a good thing, for an actor to make it his own, but also find that nice blend between the character that was brought to the screen, but also making it your own. Kind of like what Michael Gambon did, but I mean, I won't talk about that. So hopefully Mads doesn't become the Gambon, because obviously Richard Harris is my favorite Dumbledore. Michael Gambon, I think, did a disservice in some of the movies to Dumbledore, but anyway, that's another story. So my hope, long story short, is that I can slowly forget Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, but he was great. He was really good. And a lot of people didn't like him from the start, and they're happy that he was recast. So there you go. Gambon was way better than Harris. I appreciate your opinion. My opinion is that, but see, here's the thing. I wish that Gambon had been cast over Harris, because then I wouldn't have had Harris in my head. So, but then on the same side, I don't think that Richard Harris could have done all 8 movies. And I don't think that, especially, the dueling scenes, I don't think that he was very old when he started as Dumbledore. Not that age, limits people, but he was an older man with some limitations. So it's like I almost wish he wasn't ever cast, but he's still my favorite Dumbledore. I don't know. It's just all weird. It's all over the place. There really is there's no right. I don't know. Maybe I'm not even explaining it correctly, but so back to Crimes of Grindelwald, to Secrets of Dumbledore. Mads did very well in the character, I think, but throughout the movie, I was wishing to see Johnny Depp. So that's my kind of opinion on that. It was indeed, Charmin. It was a risky start to start with Harris in the franchise, especially when they knew, there would be 7 books. They didn't know there would be 8 movies at the time, but they knew there would be 7 books. And Harry Potter was popular enough at that time, and when they probably cast him in 2000 or probably 1999, and it was they're probably in the year 2000 that they cast Dumbledore. And so yeah, that was definitely risky to start with them. But I don't know. So we'll see what Mads does in the future. And yeah, Lucas, thank you very much for the super chat. Greetings from Brazil. Love your channel. Well, thank you very much. And I've seen your avatar in the comments before, so it's fun to like see you here in the chat too. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, I started freaking out for a second in the movie. It's not a spoiler to say this because we see it in the trailers. And if you haven't seen the trailers and you've been avoiding the trailers, I guess close your ears for like 10 seconds. The end of the movie, for those who saw it, you know, there's a little bit of a duel between Grindelwald and Dumbledore. And I was thinking to myself, is this the duel, you know, that Dumbledore is famous for? Is his defeat of Grindelwald in 1945? So I was freaking out for a second because I'm like, this is not what that duel should have been. This duel needs to be literally a half an hour long. Like, if this duel is not a half hour long in the movie that it's in, I'm gonna be really mad. So, but then I realized, oh wait, no, we're not in 1945, so it couldn't be the duel. So all was well. But if that gives us a little taste of what it could be really cool. But it needs to be the longest duel I've ever seen. The whole movie could be a duel. I couldn't care less if the whole movie was a duel, because that's what everyone has been wanting to see. William, thank you for the super chat. That's very sweet of you. Happy Easter to you. Is the movie lame? The movie is not lame. It will say that it's like Crimes of Grindelwald. It's like it's a bridge movie. You know, it's giving you a little bit more of the story. And that's one of the things I liked Crimes of Grindelwald. And a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of non-Harry Potter fans didn't like it. The reviewers didn't like it, but they're not understanding that it's a series. Granted, every movie should be able to live on its own. But the it's just another part of the story. You know what I mean? So this is, I felt, another part of the story leading up to the finale. And I've said it before. I think that these should have been books and then turned into movies. But what are you gonna do? Santana Marie, thank you for the super chat. Hello, Peter. Happy Easter, all the way from Nova Scotia. Well, hello. Where am I? That's north. Never eat slimy worms. Yeah, so north. So you're like that way. Hello. Let's see. Am I a Marvel fan? You know what? I have seen, I saw Captain America and Iron Man. I was going to watch them in order of, how you're supposed to watch the Marvel films in order or whatever. Or maybe it was Captain Marvel or however it was on Google. I Googled it and I got through 2 movies. It's not that I didn't like them. I just didn't have time. So I don't think I'm a Marvel fan yet. Although I don't think I would ever become a Marvel fan. Like, I'm not going to fall in love with these movies and, create the Marvel collector library. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't think that there's ever going to be something like Harry Potter in my life, at least, because I think a lot of it, for a lot of us, it started at a young age. So, we grew up with it and it's just stuck with us. No matter when you found Harry Potter, whether you were born in 2010 or 1991, whatever time you found Harry Potter and grew up with it, even if the books had already been released, it's become a part of our lives. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not necessarily being a fan of Harry Potter. It's like Harry Potter's a part of my life, if that makes sense. Whereas if I start something now later in life, Like Marvel, like I don't think that I'll maybe like the movies, but I don't think it's going to be part of my life. Similar to Star Wars fans, they grew up with the movies, and anyway, so that's kind of my thought on that. Let's see. What do you think will happen in the next movie? Honestly, I don't know. I wish, for those who saw it, I wish that at the end, what originally happened, and then it was undone. I wish what had happened, like, had happened, because that would have added some interest to the next movies, but I don't know what's gonna happen now. So, that's all I'll say, because it's kind of a spoiler. I don't want you to be watching the movie and thinking like, "Oh, what did Peter mean by this?" You'll know what I meant by it, but I don't want you to be like, "Oh, shoot, this is gonna be undone," or "That's gonna be undone." Just watch the movie, ignore what I said, but yeah, so I don't know where it's gonna go. When the thing happened, I was like, "Okay, wow, the next movie is gonna be nuts, like nuts." But I guess we'll find out. So, um, the movie was short. It did feel short, but it was a super long movie. Like, wasn't it like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that? Yeah, I thought it was like 2 hours and 2.5 hours or so, but yeah, it's a long. They can recast Ezra Miller. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Um, yeah, I guess we'll find out what what they're gonna do about that. We'll see. Um, yeah, I can't really say anything. Oh, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. For some reason, I thought it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. So it was relatively. Did you not like anyone's acting? Anyone's acting? Um, Actually, speaking of Ezra Miller, I didn't like his acting in this movie. Um, I thought it was very bland, almost like a totally different character. Um, so I don't know. Did anyone else? And then again, it's like let's avoid spoilers as much as possible. Um, yeah. Stetson, thank you for the super chat. Happy Easter to you. The chemistry between Mads and Dumbledore compared to Depp's. It's hard because we haven't seen Depp and Jude Law in any scenes together, did we? No, we didn't see. The only thing we saw was, the Mirror of Erised, where Dumbledore was looking in the Mirror of Erised, and Grindelwald's face kind of popped up. Chemistry wise, I thought it was good chemistry, especially in that opening scene. Yeah, it's again, he's a great Grindelwald, but I just have to get out of my head Johnny Depp, who Grindelwald was my favorite Wizarding World villain because of what Johnny Depp did, more than Voldemort. Like I thought Grindelwald was more dangerous than Voldemort. Voldemort is powerful and has no love in him, but Grindelwald is very much human. His soul is intact. And to be that horrible, that just makes you more dangerous. So yeah. So I yeah, but again, it's because of what Johnny Depp did with the character. But again, Mads does a good job too. So I don't know. Guys. I guess we'll have to find out the next few movies. But that duel better be the longest duel I've ever seen, the longest duel ever done. Like in Star Wars, and I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan. I like the movies, but in Star Wars, Duel of the Fate in Episode 1 or whatever, with the guy, the red guy with the horns and the black, and he's got the double lightsaber. That was such a long duel. It's like it needs to be like that. Like it has to be so well done because people are waiting for it. We know this is what Dumbledore's known for. his defeat of Grindelwald. Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Peter. Thank you for your awesome videos. Well, thank you very much. Purple, 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 purple heart. Happy Easter to you. Darth Maul, thank you. Darth Maul is the one with the red face. Disney favorites. Yeah, I'm a big Disney fan too. But again, I think it's because I grew up with Disney. Like, I would always watch the Disney movies, and Disney favorites, surprising to a lot of people. Ursula is my favorite character. I just think she's hysterical. Ursula is my favorite character. So there you go. Which makes Little Mermaid one of my favorite movies. I'm happy enough to admit that. XX Evil XX713, thank you for the super chat. So I'm sure you've been asked this before, but I'm curious to know why Harry Potter? What about it specifically sparked the moment where you went, this is my thing? Love the content. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you love the content. So I was 12 years old when I first read Harry Potter, and I think it's a mix of things. So I could read, but I couldn't read. I couldn't read when I was 12. Like, I was reading very simple sentences. They were called Bob books. And it was like, the cat is wearing a hat or whatever. It's like super simple stuff to read. And so I struggled with that. And my grandma gave me the first book to help me, encourage me to read and, maybe spark some interest. Struggled through the first few chapters with reading with my mom. And then my brothers started to read the books. Younger brothers started to read the books, and they got through the first and the second, and they were on the third. So I was the competitive older brother. So I picked it up again and struggled through the first few chapters. And then interest really started to peak at chapter 3 and then chapter 4. And long story short, before I knew it, I finished the book and then was on Chamber of Secrets and then was on Prisoner of Azkaban. So on that side, it's literally what taught me how to read. And then of course, grammar and spelling and all of that I had issues with from having my reading issues, that all came flooding into place. And before I knew it, I was like, I could spell. Like, it was almost like magic. Right. So there's that side of it. And then the other side is just, it's the fantasy of it. It's the magic and the wondering what it would be like. And it's kind of the same answer for a lot of people, but it's true for me too. Just the escape into this world, this huge world. I mean, like, it's huge. How much is in the books is just massive. If you've not read the books, you have got to read the books, because your mind will just explode with the amount of details that you will witness. So it's on one side, it became my thing because, it taught me how to read, introduced me to stories and, reading books and all that sort of that thing. I don't love to read still, but taught me that. And then the other side is just the fantasy of it and the magic. When it comes to collecting, the thing that spurred on collecting. So I've always been a collector. I collected Beanie Babies as a kid, Pokemon cards. I don't have any of my Pokemon cards anymore, unfortunately, because now they're like super valuable. But the thing that made me like want to start collecting Harry Potter books specifically was finding different translations at a bookstore and seeing different cover artwork. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So then I started to research what, different covers looked like in different countries, and then decided, you know what, I'm going to collect them all. Got to catch them all. And yeah, from that moment, started with it's all the way over there, so I can't reach it. But this is actually, it's this same cover, but this is the 20th anniversary edition. They reissued them. So the Italian book, because I'm of Italian heritage. So that was the book that started everything, started the whole collection. So sorry for the long answer, but that's the answer. Hogwarts Legacy. Oh my gosh, y'all. So Target had a massive restock of PlayStation 5s because I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5 for the Hogwarts Legacy game that's coming out holidays of this year, for for obviously to play, but also to live stream and do videos on and all that sort of thing. Target had a massive restock. I was there, ready for it, and just kept getting the spinning wheel of death, and then my cart would be empty. So I added again to my cart, and it'd be empty again. Long story short, they all sold out. They all sold out in like 5 minutes, and for 5 minutes, I couldn't get one. I was so sad. So there you go. But GameStop is restocking them on the 23rd in store. April 23rd in store. They are doing a restock. So I will be online early in the morning at my local GameStop. So yeah, so there you go. Hogwarts Legacy though, so excited. Super, super excited. It's not out yet. Comes out the holidays of this year. So, most likely it'll be out before Black Friday. They'll release it or right around Black Friday. The winner of the giveaway is actually going to be announced, I think, on Monday. I have to look at my schedule, but I'm pretty sure it's this Monday. Any plans for 550 or 600,000? Yeah, it's crazy. We're getting close to 550. Yeah, no plans yet, but we shall see. So what are we at? I think we're at like maybe 7,000 away or something. 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Wow, so almost just over 7,000 away from 550. Holy moly cannoli. Whew. It's crazy, guys. It's just crazy to think. It's crazy to think. Birthday 4/17. Wait, that's today. No, tomorrow. Happy birthday, Barbara. And oh, that's so sweet. Live stream is the best present ever. You're giving me a gift. I should be giving you a gift. But that's very kind of you. I'm glad you're here and you're celebrating a day early on your birthday eve. Your birthday eve and Easter Eve. Oh yeah, I do need to get some mods. Yay. You get put into timeout. You get put into timeout. You get put into timeout. The best way to deal with trolls is to just ignore trolls. If you don't give them attention, they go away. Hope you have the first Italian edition. I do have the first Italian edition. I'm looking at it right there. It's in my case, one of my 2 cases. Guys, I can't show you this library because it's still a mess. And I cleaned it. I don't know if you saw on Instagram, I cleaned it. I did the whole tap to clean, and you tap it and then it was clean. It's dirty again. It's dirty again. Let's see. Greetings from Poland. Hello, hello. I do know, Bree, I do know what clean means, but I guess I also know what make it dirty again means, because it's dirty again. Not as much as it was, but it's still kind of a mess. I just got my first Wizarding trunk, and holy moly, no spoilers. I felt like I went shopping in Diagon Alley. I can't wait to see their shop box. So it's like Wizarding shops. So I haven't received my box yet, and I'm excited about that one. But I'm glad you liked it. That's awesome. Welcome to the Wizarding trunk family. He's a good troll. Just okay. Oh, the giveaway. So if you're interested in the giveaway, the Pop Mart figures, I'm giving a whole set away. So if you're interested, find that video. All the information's in that video. It was like 8 videos away. Previous at Pop Mart, the Pop Mart figures. So yeah. Can we please dye Easter eggs? I'm gonna dye Easter eggs tomorrow. I love dyeing Easter eggs. I hope that you can dye some Easter eggs too. What can you tell us about the next Keep Collecting box? There will be I will be able to I think I could tell you a couple things. I'm not biting my nails, by the way. It just looks like I am. What can I tell you about the next box? I can tell you that. Can I tell you that doesn't really give anything away yet? I think. All right, I'll tell you this. So for this box, I think we're going to potentially release a spoiler or two. It's going to have more items than the first box. We were able to secure manufacturers and creators the same quality for less, which is going to allow us to lower the cost of the box. So it will be less than the first box and have more items. Do I tell you the theme? So it's coming around the holidays. It'll be shipped before Christmas, like well before Christmas, with the hope and expectation that international folks, domestic people in the United States, you'll have your box before Christmas. But the hope is to release it early enough that international folks get their box before Christmas. So with that in mind, you can probably guess it's going to have a Christmas theme or holiday theme. So the theme is, do I tell you the theme? I'm going to tell you the theme. Whatever. I'm going to tell you the theme. Staying at school for the holidays. What's that mean? I don't know, but there you go. You're the first to know. You're the first to know and hear that theme. So I'm super excited for that. The items, I know you're probably thinking, oh, of course you're super excited. You know, you got to say that. No, I'm super excited. Wait, just you wait until you see, well, multiple items in particular, but there's one item in particular that is going to please everybody, no matter who you are, what house, whatever. It's like, oh, it's so good. And there were kind of mixed feelings about the first box, and I think that this second box is gonna make everyone happy. So hopefully, I mean, that's the goal. That's the hope. But that's it. That's all I'll say. I probably have already said too much. Don't ask any more questions. No more questions. That's top secret. That is. Okay. You are very welcome, Amanda. I'm glad that you were able to use the code. And yes, I'm excited about the quarterly box. I'm curious to see what they do. So more items. It'll give them more time. And who knows? You may see something. You know, Accio Potter Collector in the future. I don't know. Did I say too much? No more questions. No more questions. Shut the live stream off. No more. I can't talk anymore. Okay. I saw a question about the Keep Collecting box unboxings. That's still coming. I've not forgotten. That is going to be coming, I think, by the end of next week. That's what I think. It's a big video. Obviously, I'm not going to show like everyone's unboxing the entire thing. It's going to be clips of like, oh, this item, and then, you know, these people open this, and then these people open that, and it's going to be cut up. But that said, there's over 40, 50 videos that were sent that I have to go through and cut up and piece together. So it's going to be a big video. So it's going to take a long time to edit, but I should probably have started it months ago. But alas, Rex, I did not. Would you ever do a public appearance, like speaking at schools or libraries about collecting / reading? Yeah, I would do something like that. And I've actually done something. It wasn't really for a school. Well, I've done a few things. I Early on, I would never do this now. You know how schools have like trophy cases on the walls. I uh, lent out my Harry Potter book collection. This is when I had like 40 books of all the first book, and had them displayed in that case and had little name tags. And so I did that for a school once. I brought my collection to a library for a like Harry Potter book day. But that's about it. But yeah, I would love to be involved with schools and teach kids about, different countries and that sort of thing. Dublin Wizard Con, Nikki, I think I would have come this year, but there's still some restrictions of travel and stuff going on. So hopefully next year I can make it there. I really hope I can. Hopefully I can join somehow, in May for this one coming up, via video or something. But fingers crossed in person. That would be awesome. Overview of the collectibles. Yeah, that'll come eventually. I have to clean the library first and reorganize the top of my shelves. Some people like how it looks. I mean, as a collector, I'm constantly changing, um, the display and everything. And when it comes to collectibles, I don't have a ton of collectibles. I show a lot of collectibles, but I have to. My rule is I have to keep everything in this room, which is why I need to move this room to my current bedroom because it's larger, so I can fit more. But that's just my rule. I don't want to just have a house overflowing with Harry Potter stuff. May have something here and there, little whatever, but everything has to fit in this room. So I tend to keep my favorites of things. Obviously, the books aren't going anywhere, but I tend to keep, when it comes to collectibles, my favorite things, and that's where Potter collector sales come in. So things that I decide to get rid of, they end up in Potter collector sales. So, but yeah, I will definitely be showing an overview of all the collectibles. I still got to do that potion video. I've got to do the pin video. I've got to do a T-shirt video. There's a lot of stuff I got to do. So, uh, do I know any Harry Potter jokes? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry. I don't know any Harry Potter jokes. Let's see. What's my full-time job? My full-time job, well, YouTube has actually become a full-time job. I mean, I still consider it a hobby, but it's become a full-time job when it comes to, because I do all the filming, I do all the editing of all the videos, and then it's replying to comments and DMs and emails, and it's a lot. So it's become a job, but thankfully still feels like a hobby because um, I was I was actually nervous starting the YouTube channel because I didn't want it to become a job, and never thought we would be anywhere near what we are today when I started it, but I didn't want to lose, my love for Harry Potter. And so it hasn't lost that. I haven't lost that. So it hasn't become a job in feeling yet, but it is absolutely a job. So there's that. So I really have two full-time jobs now. It's the Potter collector, and I work in computer programming and data management, more on the data management side. So that's what I do. How do I know if an autograph is authentic? So I don't know. I really don't know the actors' autographs. The only autograph I know is J.K. Rowling's autograph, and that comes from experience and studying. that's yeah, it's almost a sixth sense, which is weird. Like I can, and I will say it's getting a little bit harder as forgers become better at forging her signature. So definitely be careful. And that's why I don't talk about this. I don't talk about, oh, this is how you spot J.K. Rowling's signature, or this, I'll say, oh, that's fake, or this is real, or whatever. But I don't say why, because I don't want to give any knowledge to someone who may be watching who was a forger. And that's happened in the past through email, where particular people I've spoken to who've asked, then I found that signature on eBay, and their username was, basically their email address. So I don't say anything, and that's why I've never really done a video on it, which sucks. But so really, the only people I trust besides myself with authenticating J.K. Rowling's signature are Adam Houston, the Harry Potter expert, and Carly, who is All the Pretty Books on Instagram. Those are really the only two people I trust when it comes to Rowling's signature. Even places like, authentication companies, they don't study one signature. You know what I mean? Like they're not necessarily, they're comparing, they're signature experts, but they're comparing authentic examples to what comes in to be authenticated. And that can, be good to a point, but you still have to have an eye and a sense of, I mean, it's complicated. It's flow, and there's the pen pressure at this curve. Like if that's not there, or if it's if there's the way the RO roll, the L, if the L curves this way, that's not how she signs it. If it curves that way, there's a lot to it that people don't know. So they're just comparing the signature. So if the first part looks the same as the one they're comparing it to, they may pass it as real. And we see a lot of counterfeit signatures having been authenticated by these big authentication companies. So anyway, the only people I trust are myself, obviously, and Adam and Carly. So that's really how I know. Experience and studying. And honestly, Adam like really learned her signature in like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So it's not too late, and it's still not too late, like, to collect. So I always want to encourage people. It's never too late to start collecting. Yeah, prices and values for things have gone badonkers, in the last like 5 years, but really in the last year, things have just shot up. It's crazy. That said, there are still deals out there. If you know what to look for, educate yourself on what you're interested in collecting. I always say, look at the sold listings on eBay, see what has sold, see what the prices are, talk to other fellow collectors. There are so many Facebook groups that are fantastic, people sharing their collections. Then you'll learn what's out there. You'll learn how to spot something. And then when something that's worth $1,000 comes up on eBay for $10, buy it now, you can go click and then be like, whoa, I just got a $1,000 item for $10. So that still happens. But it does take education. So educate yourselves on what's out there and what things are worth. But it's not too late. It's not too late. You can still, my philosophy has always been never to pay. And I'm not saying that this is the right way to do it. It's just my rule when it comes to collecting. I never pay full value for something. That's a lie. I have in the past had to pay full value for something. Two things. But in general, the rule is I never pay overvalue for something. Where was I going with that? Oh, so I'm still able to do that even with the prices and things going crazy. So it's never too late to start collecting. There's still plenty of deals to be had. And yeah, I don't even know how I got on that topic, but I did. Jordan, I've already shared thoughts on Fantastic Beasts movie. Well, kind of my thoughts. I will quickly say for anyone who's wondering, who just joined, I'm on the fence whether I liked it or didn't like it. I need to see it one more time to determine whether I did or did not like it. But this will be saved. So, and it's right at the beginning of the live stream. So take a look at that once we're done with the live stream. Thoughts on the Harry Potter reunion? I thought it was too short. I wish it was like a mini series or something. It could have been so much longer, right? It was too short. Way too short. Peter asks, what's the most expensive Harry Potter item that you have? Probably it's still, what's crazy though is certain books, it's a book, but certain books that were below this one book. So the first printing hardcover of Philosopher's Stone, that's still the most valuable book in my collection. But books that were like down here in terms of value compared to this one have creeped up. This has gone up a little bit, but they've creeped up like this. So they're closing the gap. And yeah, so it may end up not being the most valuable book in my collection. So, but as of now, it is, if you guys could also not like send the same message, maybe space it out a little bit, because I'm not going to answer if I see the same message like all the time. Sorry, guys. So there may be a time where, that gap closes and maybe these other books are more valuable. All right, hold on a second. Favorite item in my collection, those guys right over there. When it comes to collectibles, the maquettes. I love those things. Love of those things. So eventually I'll do a new video on them. I did a video, but I didn't have the Hermione prototype. So I need to do a whole new video on these. Especially because, I've learned more about them, since that last video too. Karuba. Karuba. Hi, Peter. Can an introvert be a Gryffindor? Can an introvert be a Dumbledore? A Dumbledore. A Gryffindor. Of course. I think Hermione's an introvert. I mean, I'm an introvert and I'm a Slytherin, but I guess people would assume Slytherin and introvert would be kind of the same, which isn't true. I mean, look at Draco. Draco is totally an extrovert. He's all about the attention. Yeah, absolutely could be a introvert Gryffindor. I think any of the houses can be introverts. Yeah, Neville, there you go. There's another great introvert. Yeah. So absolutely. Hermione's know-it-all personality doesn't go with introvert. So when it comes, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. The when it comes to extroverts and introverts, it's how you recharge. Do you recharge best alone, or do you recharge, with humans with other people, with humans versus centaurs? Hermione. So like you could be a know-it-all and be an introvert, um, and want that attention of being a know-it-all, but if do you recharge alone better, or do you recharge with other people? Yeah, she might be more of an extrovert. Or she might even just be more of a balance. Hmm, interesting. I don't know. Now I don't know. See, now like Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore, I'm now on the fence. Is Hermione an extrovert? Is Hermione an introvert? I don't know. Um, how do I come up with video ideas? How do I come up with video ideas? Um, sorry, I got a text and I'll tell you guys. So I'm gonna be playing the Beast and Beauty and the Beast this year, and callbacks were today, and one of my friends just said he got a character, so so that's all. So I'm like, hey, congratulations in my head, but also, what was I talking about? Oh, videos. How to come up with videos. So it's a few things. It's what do I think would be interesting? What do I want to do? What do companies want me to do? So it's kind of a mix, but also a mix of balancing sponsored videos versus book videos, which I really love. Like, this is where it all started, books. So you're going to be seeing more book videos mixed in, um, which a lot of you have been asking for, which is great because that's what I love. But the sorry, my head is now in Beauty and the Beast. Sorry. So it's a mixture. It's a mixture of sponsorships that come in, you know, book things, noble collection, fun things, shop tours, Wizarding World, and I try to not do like back to back things. Like, I'm not going to do two back to back book videos, or whatever. Um, so it's how do I come up with them though? A lot of the times it's what I feel like doing that day. Like, if I'm going to do it's like, I'm going to do a book video. What translation should I do today? Or what rare book should I show? And I go through the library and I think, nah, I'm not in the mood for that. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what it will do. Um, yeah. So there you go. I guess that's the answer. Um, please sing. I may sing in the future. So one of the things also that I kind of wanted to implement a little bit were some more vlog type videos. Not a lot, not gonna be doing a lot of them, but like a day in the life or something. But then I thought, okay, it might be fun to do a like, come to Beauty and the Beast rehearsal with me or something. You know what I mean? So you may see something like that in the future. Um, whether you choose to watch them or not, that's up to you. I think every video will have something to do with Harry Potter in it, because Harry Potter is such a big part of my life. But um, yeah. So you may see something like that in the future for those asking about, like, oh, talk about Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, very excited about it. Um, my I'll just pull this up for you and show you the my feet. I'm gonna be on hooves, like high heels, but hooves with no heel. Let me just show you what that looks like. So I've already been practicing with them, and like, building up strength, because it takes a lot of I mean, it's everything. It's core, it's calves, it's quads, but they're not furred yet, but those are what I have to walk on the entire show. And the platform, the hoof itself is big enough that it takes a good amount of pressure off, but it's still going to take some time to really learn that. Um, and the walk, and because the legs have to kind of be bent, or the knees have to be bent a little bit to give that animal like effect. So yeah, so I'm excited, but also like freaking out. um, favorite Marauder. My favorite Marauder would be probably Sirius. Yeah, Sirius is probably my favorite. Trying to think why, but like I think he's probably my favorite. Probably because he's like a he just seems like he'd be a fun person to be a friend with. Yeah, so Sirius would be my favorite. Lupin for you. Lupin for sure. Again, another Lupin. Oh, what? Oh, sure. If you want to. Someone wants to say hi. Hold on. Potter Collector community. Such an honor it is. Dobby wanted to say hello. Hey, Dobby. Hello, Peter. I don't think I've got the voice today for some reason. That's weird. Sorry if he spooked you. Like all of a sudden, whoop. Oh, he's like, Dobby. But yeah, this is the Dobby. This is my new Potter Collector community library inhabitant. How can I get the voice? See, I can't do things like when I'm told to do them. All right, let's see. Give me a phrase. What phrase should I do? I guess is one of his most famous phrases. You shall not harm Harry Potter. Dobby is free. That's a hard one to say because you have to get that like hold on, let me think about it. Come, Dobby. We're leaving. Dobby? Master has given Dobby a sock. What? I didn't give you. Dobby has no. Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. Like it's that ee that you have to get correct to make it sound kind of like him. But he's a fun guy to have here. Kiwi, thank you for the super chat. Sup, Potter Collector. You're one of the biggest reasons why I got into Harry Potter more, and I want to wish you a good day today. Happy Easter, and keep collecting. You too, keep collecting. That's very exciting. So tell us more about what are you a collector? Are you just love Harry Potter? But I love hearing that. That's always an honor for me to be like, to hear you got me into Harry Potter, you got me into collecting, because like you need to be a Harry Potter fan and be in collecting. You know what I mean? So to be the bridge for you guys to get into that, that's very, very exciting to hear. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Favorite illustrated author, Jim Kay or Mina Lima? They're different. They're definitely different. But if I were to choose, I would choose the Mina Lima editions personally. I like their illustration style. I like their colors. I like the interactive pieces. But Jim Kay, on the other hand, they're more like cartoonish, not necessarily cartoonish, but we'll say that word, cartoonish, whereas Jim Kay is more realistic and more almost like what's the word? Like High Church is very like la, 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 la. It's not like a contemporary church like high art. His is more like high art compared to Mina Lima, but I prefer Mina Lima. So I don't know if that made sense at all. His stuff is incredible. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike it, but it's like stunning pieces versus fun illustration. How do I learn the voices? It's just mimicking, really. Bye, Matthew. Thanks for being here. The voices. How do I learn the voice? It's a lot of it is just mimicking. I have a good ear when it comes to remembering like tone and how someone moves their voice. So a lot of it is that. Bye, Cheryl. Happy Easter to you too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce off in a little bit too because I've got family coming in tomorrow for Easter, so I've got to make sure the house is ready and start cooking food. It's not perfect pitch. I don't have perfect pitch, which I hear is a curse for some. So perfect pitch is where you can like think of a note and just like say it or sing it. I can't do that. But it's just kind of remembering how someone's voice flows or whatever. So, I don't have any Harry Potter candy for Easter. Oh, Molly, I'm so glad. So Molly purchased in the last Potter Collector sale the Lego Hedwig that I put together. I didn't have space for it. And so it's always fun to hear from Hedwig. And Hedwig says hello and is wondering if you'll be putting together any more Legos. I would like to do the Hogwarts Castle, but that would take a lot of time. So maybe the castle will happen in the future. Hedwig I was really excited about because it's almost like a statement piece. Whereas the castle, it's like, oh, it's really cool. It's a Hogwarts castle. But like Hedwig is just like stunning how Lego put that together. It's fantastic. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if more Lego will be happening. Aneurysm fun. Aneurysm fun. Thank you for the super chat. Hello. What are you most excited about for Hogwarts Legacy? What spells are you most excited to learn? And if they're in the game, I'm most excited to learn to cast a Patronus. Thank you for the super chat, first of all. And I'm most excited about, which I just learned, RPG, which is like free world roaming. I still don't know what it means. Maybe I'm saying the wrong letters, but that is what I'm most excited about, just being able to roam and kind of create my own story for the most part. I still don't understand how that works, but that's what I'm most excited about. And spells, I'm excited to play twice. I'm excited to play once as like how I would be as a good wizard, and then play again as a bad wizard. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to learn bad spells like the Unforgivables, as well as some of the good spells too. But yeah, Expecto Patronum would be fun. I mean, even just Lumos, like walking around in a dark area and cast Lumos, that'll be awesome. I can't wait for this game, and I'm not a gamer, and I can't wait. Edgar says, hope you're bringing out those exclusive Harry Potter plates for the family on Easter. No, they don't get that. They don't get that treatment yet. Those are packed away until the renovations are done, which have actually been delayed because my replacement windows and replacement door for the back of the house are delayed until July, and they can't do anything until they have the windows and the door. So it's delayed. So the plates are gonna be packed away for even longer now, which is unfortunate. But maybe Thanksgiving or a Halloween feast. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how long it takes them to do all the renos. It's the entire main floor, so it may take like 3 or 4 months or longer. Hopefully not longer, but we shall see. Yeah, I know, it's so harsh. No fancy plates for the family. No, not yet. Not yet. All right, I'm going to answer 2 more questions, and then I've got to start cleaning my house. Oh, nice. There's a different difficulty setting for the game, for certain styles based on your experience. That's good to hear. Really good to hear. Do I collect anything other than Harry Potter? I collect dinosaur fossils. I don't have, a giant collection like Harry Potter. I tend to pick pieces, like show pieces when it comes to fossils, things that look like they would be displayed in a museum or almost artsy and artistic looking. So, for example, one of my favorite pieces is a Spinosaurus Jaw Section, and it's about this big, and you can see on either end of the jaw section. It's like the jaw was like the section was removed from the jaw. And Spinosaurus had a 6-foot long jaw. It was taken out, and if you turn it and look on the side, you can see rooted teeth. So it has 4 teeth. Actually, it technically has like 6 teeth in it. You see 4, but then on the side, you see the whole root of the one tooth, and you see another tooth, a replacement that would come in if this tooth, fell out or when it fell out. So that's like a crazy piece. But like if I do more vlog type things, I'll definitely show you guys stuff like that. But dinosaur fossils, those are my other things. Yes, Ross from Friends. He's my favorite Friends character. I'm Ross. I just don't work in a museum. Karuba says, any plans to activate membership on this channel? I've thought about it. I have thought about it, but I don't know what that would look like. So, like, I don't want this to feel like it's, see, I'm kind of it's a balance. I don't ever want this to feel like it's not a community, because that's what it is first and foremost. But then a lot of you have said, how can I help support you and help support the channel? Like, for example, all your super chats, that money goes to fund things to show you guys or fund giveaways. Shipping is expensive. Shipping internationally. That's why unless I'm working with a company that can't ship internationally, I always ship internationally, because I don't find that fair to exclude certain countries, because we're literally a global community. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to open up memberships, because then for me, it feels like, I'll just say it. It feels like a money grab, but then people also are saying they want to support. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I've thought about it, but I don't know. So, and thank you. Yeah. Amy, thank you for the super chat. That's very kind. And Wes, thank you for the super chat. Very, very kind of you just to send that. Amy says, Wes, what part or place of the Wizarding World are you hoping to see represented in the new Epic Universe park? Guys, this is a question. But let me finish. Please tell Mama Potter Collector happy Easter for us. I will indeed tell her tomorrow. All right. So the rumors are that Epic Universe, which is going to be the 3rd Universal Studios park, the Harry Potter Wizarding World of Harry Potter section will be Ministry of Magic. I love that idea. But what I don't love is that park is like 5 miles away from the other ones. There's not going to be some sort of mode of transportation that, like the Hogwarts Express that connects the 2 parks. There's not going to be something like that connects the 2, and nothing that would even make sense. So in Universal Studios theme park, so in kind of the main hub, there's Universal Studios, which is where Diagon Alley is located, and then Islands of Adventure, which is where Hogsmeade and Hogwarts are located. The Ministry of Magic is in London. So, obviously, it makes most sense to have the Ministry of Magic in the Universal Studios park, because that's where London's located. But they also have to pull people to the other park and come up with something that will drive people to Epic Universe for Harry Potter. And so it's like I understand business wise, but like story wise and feel wise, I don't know what they're gonna do. So I'm worried. So your question is like it brings up the worry in me. Like you can't have the Ministry of Magic like 5 miles away. I mean, you could. I don't know. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Originally, before Crimes of Grindelwald was released, or like around the time Crimes of Grindelwald was released, it was planned that that was going to be like more of a Fantastic Beasts section. um, the French Ministry of Magic, Wizarding World in France. But after Crimes of Grindelwald kind of didn't do very well, which makes sense, I think they scrapped some of those plans. Um, and they haven't really even announced anything for the park yet, or what the Wizarding World of Harry Potter thing is going to look like. I think they were honestly waiting for Crimes of Grindelwald to be released and see how that movie does, to make a decision on if they're going to do something Fantastic Beasts style. But anyway, the new thought is it's going to be Ministry of Magic, which I am very much against. Not against them doing that, but against where they're putting it. But then again, it's like I don't know what else they could do. Like I thought, okay, maybe the Burrow, but you can't theme a whole area just around the Burrow. You could do, the Lovegoods house, but so I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And the chat stopped, so I don't even see what you guys are saying. Oh, we've got another super chat. Let me respond to Wes's super chat. Wes here from Brazil. Any plans to visit Orlando in June? It would mean the world if I could meet you. Please let me know. I would love to meet you too. Congratulations on going in June. Let's see. I'm going at the end of this month. Most likely, I'll be due for a trip at some point in June. But that said, I don't know what my rehearsal schedule is for Beauty and the Beast. So that's going to determine a lot of things. So this trip that I'm going for at the end of this month, my plan is to film a buttload of videos so that I have enough videos for Wizarding World of Harry Potter, if the rehearsals for Beauty and the Beast interfere with future trips. All right, let me see what some of you guys said, if you said anything about what they're doing. We got another super chat from Tara. Excuse me, y'all. A night bus shuttle to and from would be so cool. That would be so cool. That would be awesome. And I'm sure they'll come up with something to connect the two. I mean, I always thought it'd be awesome if they had, like Disney has the gondolas, which actually travel probably like 5 miles. So they could potentially travel with some sort of gondola, but the gondolas would be flying cars, Ford Anglias. So you get in a Ford Anglia and then you travel to the next one. And so like you'd be going, if you know Orlando at all, the main highway is Highway 4. So you'd be going on Highway 4 and then above you, you'd see like a bunch of Ford Anglias flying over you. It'd be pretty cool. But that'd probably be ridiculously expensive. All right, I'm going to answer one. I know I said I was going to answer 2 questions, but I answered like a million. I'm going to answer one more. I really do have to clean my house. Let's see. One more question. One more question. I wish I was doing Broadway. Actually, I really don't. I really don't wish I would. I don't. I couldn't do. I would get bored. I couldn't do 8 shows a week for like a year contract like that. It'd be nuts. I mean, all the power to them. It'd be amazing to experience, but like I don't think I could do it. I really don't. Um, do you think some Fantastic Beasts stuff should be added to the parks? I do. I actually do. I would like to see something related to Fantastic Beasts added to the parks because I think it would help create that bridge of the Wizarding World. Yeah, that burp. Sorry. Sometimes I don't even know that I burp, and then I see comments. It's like, "Oh, that burp was so funny," or "This burp caused a shift in the tectonic plates." So I apologize if you felt the burp quake that came out of my mouth. So anyway, but yeah, I think that um, Fantastic Beasts should be added to the parks to help create a bridge between the two and kind of add it and secure it into the Wizarding World. Um, yeah. And last question: dream musical role has always been Joseph, to play Joseph. But I think Phantom would be the new number one. So Phantom. Oh look, my brother's calling me. I'll call him back. Oh, we got another super chat from Wes. Thank you very much, Wes. May I email you or DM you to see if June would work? My dates are flexible. You're happy to I'm absolutely you can DM me, but so when I plan trips, it's usually like a couple weeks in advance. So it, I have no idea what day it would be or what week it would be, but you're more than welcome to DM me and we can, chat about potentially being at the same time. So yeah. But y'all, thank you. Happy Easter. I'm glad that we got to spend some time together and talk about Harry Potter and I guess Fantastic Beasts too. So Wizarding World, we should really say. But happy Easter to each and every one of you. And I think there's going to be a new upload schedule because my computer job is starting to pick up a lot. So I'm going to have less Potter Collector time. So I may be dropping down to 2 videos a week. Well, I will eventually be dropping down to 2 videos a week. I should say 2 to 3 because there's usually something I can squeeze in. So I'll let you know what the new upload schedule is. Most likely it'll be like a Tuesday and a Friday, but I'll let you guys know what works. So bye everyone. Happy Easter. Thanks for joining. And until next time, keep collecting. Bye y'all. Be our guest. Be our guest.